Good evening, everybody. What's going on tonight? What is up, Numberless Dread, Eva, Manic, Satellite, PM Collector Boy? Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope you're doing well. Oh, I'm doing so good. I am so insanely excited for this. I am so thrilled to finally be doing this. So, prepare for very little preamble. Those of you lucky enough to actually be here on time. And before game crash. Yeah, I don't know, like, I have been playing the experimental build some. I haven't run into any bugs or crashes or anything yet. Nothing major anyway, so we'll see how it goes. And I'm hoping when this does shift over, when 1.2 shifts from experimental to the main, I'm hoping it'll be a pretty seamless transition, but I mean, you never know, really. What's up, Grunt Fodder? We expect only the most elegant of designs. Satisfactory is a game about either making 10 million screws or going to elaborate lengths to never use a single screw. It's true, though. It's true. Actually, a bit surprised Games Workshop hasn't made a Adeptus Mechanicus theme game like this. They're probably shopping around for a developer willing to do it for them, like they did with Vampire Survivors and their crossover with them. Hildy, thank you so much for the raid. It is good to see you tonight. Thank you, thank you. What's up, Zem, Mizroy, Lu6, Arelnabor, Brains. I will enjoy the braid. I mean, I have to enjoy it vicariously, but you know, it's fine. Love this menu screen. It's such a clean build. I do too. It is super, super nice. It is very, very nice indeed. Well, I'm not gonna make anything nearly this nice, so be aware of that as we embark upon this particular adventure. But yeah, I really just want to get to it. Honestly, I really just kind of want to jump in here. Because we can do plenty of talking while we're doing it, and there's going to be some early stuff that we need to get through. But yeah, get started, go! Quick schedule reminders. We're going to be playing Satisfactories on Sundays. That's the thing that I want to do for the time being. After May, when my schedule changes and I start picking up daytime streaming, I think this is going to transition into my main daytime thing. So be aware of that. For the foreseeable future, for right now, tomorrow night is May the 4th. We are going to be doing a Star Wars thing. It's a one-off Star Wars thing. It'll be fine. It'll be great. And then after that, our Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday focus is going to be on the Rusty Lake and Cube Escape series. So I'll probably talk more about that tomorrow night. And then Power Hours Thursday and Saturday. Don't be surprised if we give up one of those nights to do a special Virtual Boy feature just to see that that one off into the sunset. And then Indie Variety Night will be on Friday because I am never without indie games. I think because I have been picking up offers from developers and actually communicating with them, I think more and more I think I'm getting the attention of more and more developers. Oh, that poor alien. So I think I'm getting more and more games. So yeah, fingers crossed for Super Bombad Racing. All Virtual Boy features are special by definition. Yeah, I love the Rusty Lake games. I haven't played them in a while, and I haven't done the entire series at a stretch, so I know, poor alien. Anyway, let's get going. We're doing a new game. We're starting from scratch, chat. So here's the deal. If you've never played Satisfactory before, they're going to drop us on a big alien planet and command us to build a bunch of stuff for reasons that will be revealed later. There are 4 initial starting places. And I've played on all but one of them. And we're gonna play on the one that I haven't played on before. So, Grass Fields is, like it says, ideal for first-time pioneers. Everything you need is right there. The landscape is it's flat, it's understandable, it's easy to figure out. I've started a bunch of games on the grass fields. Usually when I want to just experiment with stuff. My first couple of games were on grass fields. Now, whenever I want to experiment with new stuff, I load up on grass fields. Rocky Desert is also good for first timers. It's a little less lush, but it makes up for that with additional resources and water. The advantage of Rocky Desert, ironically, is that it has very ready access to water. Rocky Desert is the one that I beat the game on. So I know it very, very, very well. The Northern Forest is difficult. There's not... The buildable space in the forest is difficult to manage. You need to do some really creative construction and a lot of vertical building to make things work there. I started a game on there, got a couple, got like, I don't know, maybe like halfway through the game on that. But I also started that game immediately after beating the game. So yes, you can beat games. It is rare, but it happens, and God willing, I will beat this game of Satisfactory that we start tonight sometime in the distant future. And then there's the Dune Desert. Initially considered too risky, further investigation convinced this area is viable for building with its large open space and plentiful mining locations. Foliage and water locations are rare and contained, making initial power setups challenging. This is what we're going to do. I have never started a game on this one. I understand the challenges involved. I understand what is going to be difficult about it, and I'm pretty sure we can handle it. But it is going to make logistics for a number of things, most crucially water, way more complicated. Do you have a strategy in mind for advancement? Yes, I do. We'll talk about that after I get into it, and once we get going. So. Somebody, Dread asking to randomize the nodes. No. One of the big features they added in 1.2 is randomized resource nodes. I like it, but it makes the game way harder. You have to play it very, very, very differently. Logistics is so much more complicated. And progression is really, really bizarre. Because you get a lot of things way earlier than you should, but you tend to be really low on stuff you actually need. So I'm not going to be, especially since I'm starting on a new map, in a new part of the map, I'm not going to be randomizing resources. If for whatever reason I end up streaming 2 runs of this game, if we finish this one and someday in the future I stream another, I will probably do randomized nodes then. So. Strategy is rush coal power so you're not mashing E at foliage forever. Yes. Yes, it is. Well, and stuff you actually need, like garlic bread. Unfortunately, there is no garlic bread in this game. We're going to call this one Across the Desert, because that's what we're doing. We are not going to skip the intro. I personally think the game flows a lot better if you play through the intro. It's going to add like an hour onto the beginning of the game. But in particular, if you've never seen this game before, it's going to help make things make a lot more sense. And with that, we're going to get going. Oh, actually, I'm going to check one thing real quick. I want to make sure subtitles are on. But God, there are so many. Also, I need to apologize for something. I am sorry about this. I'm not going to do arachnophobia mode. I've tried it before, just noodling around. I really don't like it. I find it really obnoxious. I'm sorry. The stingers are really creepy. And I'm sorry if they bother you, but I honestly find the fucking cat PNGs more annoying. So, yeah. Yeah, I know. Where are... I feel like it should be, like, right there. Are subtitles just on by default, or what? I don't want directional subtitles. I just want regular subtitles. Okay, okay, cool. Perfect. That's great. That's great. That's great. That's great. Okay. I couldn't remember. All right, let's do it. Pretty sure the moral of that story isn't that Paul Atreides was the change Dune needed.
Separation from main transport complete. Group 8 delivered to Calistian region.
We're in space!
All Pioneers functional, initiating dispersion.
I love space. Big fan of space.
Attention Pioneer, I am Ada, your personal instance of the Artificial Directory and Assistant. Welcome to the Fixit Incorporated Save the Day program.
This is why we're here, chat. Pay attention.
3 core assignments. Construct. All Pioneers must follow Fixit guidelines and instructions when constructing any building. Automate. Every Pioneer is responsible for setting up and managing efficient pipelines, outposts, and power infrastructure. Explore and exploit. Fixit selected planets are rich with resources suitable for direct use or further investigation. Stay within your designated. And that is why the world is counting on pioneers like you.
It's gonna be fine, chat.
Short-term solutions to long-term problems.
Everything's gonna be fine.
Initiating planetfall.
It's still crazy to me this is by the same developers that make Goat Simulator.
Entry in 3, 2, 1. Beginning arrow assist.
Efficiency could be me.
Acceptable parameters.
Subtitles in the video are regionally different. I have a bunch of Aussie slang in mine.
Descent phase begun. Decelerating. Deploying parachute. Deploying backup parachute. Skipping parachute. Landing phase begun.
I love that.
Activating retro propulsion.
Did they make Decrop or just publish it? They just published it. Yeah, they made Sanctum, they made Goat Sim, they made Satisfactory. Did they make Valheim? I thought they were just publishing Valheim too.
Touchdown.
We made it, chat.
Planetfall complete.
Oh, wow.
Drop pod integrity nominal. Omni situational exploration suit nominal. Pioneer. Acceptable.
I'm acceptable, chat. They called it. Here we are. Coffee Stand was bought after Satisfactory started. Oh, okay.
You are the third in your region to survive planetfall.
Sweet.
Welcome to Massage 2, ABB, in the binary system of Akicha.
Oh, this looks great.
Loading objective-based introduction. Begin onboarding.
Oh, I see some fuckers over there.
First contact safety tool supplied due to presence of alien megafauna. Adhere to Fixit procedure.
Geology looks
and
fucked.
equip
It
the
is,
Fixit
yeah.
Inc. Xeno Zapper before leaving the drop zone.
Okay. Tab to open your inventory. Equip your thing to your hands, not your head, not your body, not your legs, your hands. Now I can zap things.
Next objective. Dismantle the drop pod. Fixit Incorporated as cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste. The drop pod will be
Companies
recycled
don't
to
waste.
construct the first stage of the habitat and utility base, often referred to as the hub.
Here, the Sith hate sand. Ta-da!
Next objective. Use the resource scanner to find and collect additional iron to be able to build the hub.
Pretty sure that's
If
gonna
you
be our
cannot
iron.
find iron, be assured scans of the planet have revealed sufficient iron sources.
Yep, that one. There's more over there. More over there. I don't have map access yet. Alright, let's do this. I returned to Planet Nomads one day. I was kind of disappointed in the game. I got some nuts!
Potential edible collected. Eating it and surviving does not count as a valid field test and does not generate enough data for Fixit to make an informed decision. Store this potential resource for later use.
So there's a bunch of unfriendly aliens on this planet. This one spits stuff at us when it's alive. How randomized is each map? Not at all. It is a fixed map every
Samples of
time.
unknown alien
It is
species
massive,
acquired.
though.
Their weaponized plasma
I've
is most
never
likely
been
stored
everywhere
as
in
a
this
stable
game.
chemical substance in an organ
Yeah.
close to their mouth, and only turns volatile when exposed to one of the chemical elements in the air. Preserve the remains for later study.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this guy too, because I know he's gonna... It is a handcrafted world, yes. Yeah, one of the big things they added in 1.2 is the ability to randomize resource nodes. So you can... Now you can actually randomize
Samples of new
at least the
alien
locations
species
of
acquired.
important stuff. Oh, that's
Notable
coal.
features are blunt teeth, suggesting it is herbivorous, and a thickly plated skull and spine, suggesting it is proficient at inflicting and receiving blunt force trauma. Preserve the remains for later study.
All right, so anyway. It's not a coal node, it's just some loose coal, which will still be helpful.
Next objective. Use the build gun to construct the hub. Iron is a base component necessary for all near-future progress, so ensure you build the hub close to iron sources. Fix-It does not pay by the kilometer.
Let's see. Some nice flat ground for the hub. Yeah, that'll work.
Hub foundation built. The hub terminal and crafting bench are only
Chiseling
the
is
humble
very
beginnings
satisfying,
of a
yeah.
successful Fix-It pioneer, but essential for the next steps of onboarding. Once finished, the hub will function as your base of operations. Next objective. Complete hub upgrade 1.
Alright. Alright, so this is your main progression. During the tutorial, your main objective, like she just said, is to build out the hub to its final form. If you choose to skip onboarding, you start with a fully constructed hub. So, alright, so we need to make iron rods. So, we can handcraft these. So we're gonna be doing a lot of comparing and contrasting with stuff like Factorio, since we just played a lot of Factorio. You do not craft stuff out of your inventory in this. You craft it from crafting benches. Because this game kind of de-emphasizes handcrafting things. It's only a temporary spot. I'll move it somewhere better later. Leaves in place for the next 100 hours. Yeah. Alright, now we need rods. There we go. Come over here, shove the thing in the thing, and upgrade. And now we have a frame.
Hub upgrade 1, storage and frame, completed. Equipment like the portable miner can now be made in the workshop. Congratulations on completing your first milestone.
I did it.
The first of many providing access to new recipes and technologies for the Fix-It mission. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 2.
Oh, I have a storage chest now. That's cool. Alright, next, we need rods and plates. This will be a lot easier if... No, not that. If we build an equipment workshop. We need 6 plates and 4 rods. I can make the 6 plates. Let's chisel some stuff, chat. Oh, this is pure iron. Oh, damn. So, Satisfactory has 3 grades of resource node: impure, normal, and pure. And each one is a doubling of the resources you can get from the previous one. Kind of amazed they started us next to a pure one. You know what, that's fine. I really want to pull this up, though. I just want to yank this out right here. I can't. Like that filthy pig iron. I fuck my wildlife every 20 minutes. Might as well give you iron. You build stuff in storage, does it need to be in your personal inventory? It needs to be in your personal inventory, but there is a really big workaround for that later. There is a special technology that makes that way easier. Good evening, Deep Thought. Good to see you. How much usable iron do you think you whack out of the ground with a chisel? In this game, infinite. This is another key difference between this game and Factorio and Factorio likes. Resource nodes are infinite. That's not a specific game mode concession. That's just the way they are. They are infinite. What's up, Chaos? Thank you for the 360 streams. Oh, me personally? Do not underestimate my tenacity. Put that right there. Okay. So the equipment workshop is where you make stuff like your Xeno Zapper and really handy things like portable miners. So we need, let's call it like 8 more plates. Later on in the game, let's do daisy chain stations. Demand delicious conveyor sped. You'll get it. Believe me, you will get it. Chisel would be a dog shit tool to extract iron. Oh, it absolutely would, yeah. You just kind of mush it around, wouldn't you? If you could even do much damage to it at all. All right. So this is how we will initially mine things. I love these little guys. All right, little miner boys. They're giving me the side eye now. The animation is adorable. Like, Coffee Stain has really good instincts for such things. Oh, that was it. Oh God, I want this. So, yes, I got the leaf. I got the leaves, chat. Victory. This really is about some desert-ass desert, isn't it? God damn it, make me want to dip back and say, everybody play Satisfactory. This is one of my all-time favorite games. This is like top 5 for sure, probably top 3. In fact, the only game I know for sure that beats this one out is Timberborn. All right, oh my God, this thing's almost 80 iron ore per minute. That's crazy. Give. What are those arches? Stone. This is just natural stone formations. It was so much fun. Finish with some friends. Still have an old solo game to go back to. All right, well, I can make 374 iron ingots, but I'm not going to sit here and mash up all of them. I just wanted to have enough iron to bang out the stuff that I need in the immediate term. Naturally occurring McDonald's. I don't even remember what we need for this tier. I think it was like 10 plates and 20 rods or something like that. Was that it? Oh my God, I was actually right. Incredible. I can't believe how right I was, chat. Boom! Look at that.
Hub Upgrade 2, Power and Shell, completed. The smelter can turn raw ore such as copper and iron into ingots, and the biomass burner generates power when fueled.
Okay, cool.
Fun fact, most of the native flora and fauna is compatible with Fix-It technology. Fueling the biomass burner with inappropriate materials will result in deductions or even cancellation of your yearly bonus. Next objective, complete Hub Upgrade 3.
Well, first things first. I can now smelt things. But I need copper. So I can't smelt things because I need copper. All right, next is... Okay, we're gonna need copper added to this. All right, we're gonna take this guy, and we're gonna take this guy, and we're gonna go over here. Whee! All right, it's a normal copper node. Thought the AI voice of Subnautica was irritating. Ada's great, though. Ada's your best friend. All right, I figured out the secret to picking up these leaves. Can I pick up these leaves? Oh, I can. Oh, boy. This is going to be really important, chat. You're going to have to trust me on this one. I'm going to beat this guy up. What the hell? We use a random sharpie before? You'll see. Also, I see something that I really didn't expect to see.
Witness a single strand of the tapestry.
It's cool S, chat.
Harmonize with us.
The Summer Sloop was named after Marie Somerville, co-founder of
There's
Fixit
a
and
lot
head
of
of its
resources out
R&D
here.
department. There are many theories about the origin of this shape and why this symbol, mathematically resembling a Mobius strip, has found its way into both human and extraterrestrial culture. Thankfully, you don't need to know any of these theories to be a pioneer. Store it for later use. Fun fact: the planet you are on was found and named during a planet spotting event Marie hosted called Marie's Awesome Scientific Search of the Avant-Garde Exoplanets.
That's why it's called massage, chat. It's canon. There we go. All right, excellent. Well, this is unexpected. They were serious about the desert being full of resources. It's just gonna suck super bad when we need water. It's gonna suck so bad. Alright, let's make a bunch of wires. Hey, dust storms. 1.2 added a bunch of new weather effects, but I think it's more conventional weather. I think it's stuff like storms. So we may see some of that. I'm not sure. But you did see a river over there. Like, water production requires deep water, which it might not be deep enough. Might be deep enough. Why does it turn out to still be more water than the grasslands? Grasslands is weird about water. Like, it's kind of funny just how much easier the rocky desert is about water resources. Okay, I need to make... Not that. I'm gonna need cables, too. Oh, it was rods, not plates. I'm an idiot. We need some of everything, chat. Conventional weather sucks. It'd be weird weather like mac and cheese rain. Cloudy with a chance of meatballs survival. Actually, that would be really cool, chat. A survival sim based on cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Dude, you could actually go two different ways with that. You could go with the body of the story where you have to survive the town being destroyed by increasing levels of like food rain, or you could launch off from the ending of the book when they leave and colonize a new place and use all the giant food as their construction materials. You could do a lot of cool shit with that, actually. All right, we're just gonna... We don't have conveyor belts yet, so there's no need for this to be pretty or anything. Actually, we need to talk about that, too. Satisfactory basically has 3 phases to it. And one of the keys to Satisfactory is getting through. Do I not have power poles yet? I don't have power lines. All right. Well, I got a little ahead of myself there. I'm plugging in this one. And we'll do iron because we're gonna need a lot more iron than anything else. So we're in the tutorial right now. Okay, so this is what we needed those leaves for. Your power solution at the start of the game is biomass burners. So we're gonna need biomass burning to produce the power that we need to make stuff. But now we have iron ingots automated. Chose rain kittens and puppies, and I did not raid kitties and puppies. I was really bummed. Dude, wouldn't that just be like an awesome survival sim? Okay, actually, ironically, I need more copper. But I'm gonna need both, so it's fine. But yeah, the initial tutorial phase of Satisfactory is really until you get automated power, which takes a surprising while to get to. We're not going to get to it tonight, in fact. All right. Now we can build power poles.
Hub upgrade 3,
concrete.
interior furnishing completed. The constructor can produce simple parts, and power poles allow for the expansion of the power grid.
Also have a room now.
When you make the inevitable mistake, Fix-It's dismantling feature is designed to salvage all resources used during construction, in line with our zero waste policy. We understand that Fix-It pioneers are only human and thus prone to error. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 4.
Oh, we have a toilet, by the way. You can actually put stuff in the toilet and flush it. But I'm not going to do that because I want all these things. I can customize my character. I want to do this. We get to the chain. Oh, we'll get to the chainsaw tonight. Yeah, don't worry about that. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Must have kitty ears. All right, I'll give you that one. I put a little Summer's loop on there. And then primary color. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Oh, yes, this is much more obnoxious. This is great. Okay, let's need... Okay, what do we need next? We need concrete. All right, for concrete, you need limestone. Oh, it turned all my equipment pink. How about that? All right, where's limestone? Not so close. Ah, but not so far. Okay. Let me get some miners going. Mad Max Fuchsia Road. Cool. I don't have anything, so do something about this. Trade up for those right there. Gives more obnoxious to change other buildings. The eye stabbing pink too. So okay, a big. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this, chat. A big focus of this playthrough is I want to make things that are actually well organized. I know, hilarious coming from me, but I'm serious this time. I actually want a key focus of this playthrough. I want to make stuff that actually looks good and makes sense, because I never do that. Ever. I am so hilariously bad at that, and I actually want to improve upon it. So We'll talk more about my build plans when they become relevant, because right now we're just trying to get all the really useful things in the game unlocked. The same happened in my first play. I had much better understanding of the layouts I really like. Could take that into consideration ahead of time. Yeah. I've actually watched some videos. There's an automation game creator named Total X Clips, who does really, really, really good Satisfactory videos, and he's done some good ones on like how to plan layouts and like do this shit intelligently. So I want to take some of that to heart and actually make something that looks decent this time. So, but we will talk more. Okay, where was that limestone? Right here. Oh, it's across this little... Okay, actually the foliage thing isn't a real big deal because there's plenty along this little river here. We should be... Hang on. I hear him. Where'd he go? Ow! There'd he go. Alright. River means water pipes. We'll see. Desert obnoxiously red. I like it. Anyway, let's suck up some more stuff. Oh! Paleberry. How full is my inventory is pretty full, unfortunately.
If consumed before authorized as compatible with the human digestive system by Fix-It, the consumer is responsible for any and all consequences. Store this potential resource for later use.
Boy, it's hard to fight these guys in this foliage. There we go. Actually, I should turn on my light. Oh. Alright, I think I can pick this up. It's a power slug, chat.
This semi-slug species seems to persist entirely through absorbing and storing energy from its surroundings. Studying this could provide new methods for improving Fix-It production line efficiency.
Oh,
Store
chat,
this
check it out.
potential resource for later use.
So, actually, I was wrong. I don't think I ever noticed this. These big stone arches and stuff, they are actually artificial. They were constructed. How long do you research enough to actually use that stuff? Pretty soon, honestly. We'll get the research for that pretty soon. Let's get those out of my inventory so I can get this. Okay. Oh, there's another power slug over there that I missed. Stop theorizing on how those arches could naturally come to be. Yeah, same. Big same. I need to stash some of this stuff too. Obviously, I have too much in my inventory. By the way, did I get... Oh, I did get them. Oh, okay. I need plates for the constructor. Okay, anyway. I'm gonna shove all these leaves in here. Fortunately, oh, is it still... It's not still running, actually. I think power consumption is reduced when you're not actively using things, but not completely turned off. Okay, I don't need a summer's loop or this stuff, or the wood can be later, or the power slug, or the paleberry. All right, cool. That's what we need for right now. All right, so we'll can make some concrete. I'll probably build constructors once we have access to conveyor belts. Handcrafting isn't the worst thing in the world right now. What's up, Psycho Rider? Biomass burners are the only ones that work like that. Do the other ones just produce... The other ones just produce no matter what, right? I think that's... Okay, that's all the plate and all the concrete. We just need some more wires. Oh, I didn't actually start this going, did I? Whoops. Oh, because I didn't connect it to anything. Because I didn't have wires. That's why. Hang on. Power poles are kind of annoying in this game early on because each one can only have 4 connections. So basically you can have like an incoming line connected to two buildings and have an outgoing line. There's gonna be a lot of wire spaghetti for a while. Possibly because you can't automate the fuel for them. I mean, you can, just not from the source. And we'll be doing that later once we can build independent biomass burners. Fortunately, copper stuff crafts really fast. Okay. Cables and upgrade.
Hub upgrade 4, landing platform and utilities completed. Conveyor belts connect the output of one building to the input of another and transport resources. Due to past incidents, I have been asked to issue a clarification. Portable miners, obviously, do not have a connection for conveyor belts. There is nothing to suggest, visually or functionally, that they can be connected to portable miners. If this is something you struggle with, do not worry. Fixit has alternative uses for all their pioneers. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 5.
Did you just connect storage chests with a couple burners and stuff? Yeah. Okay, next. Okay, after this we'll be able to build actual miners. So, all right, we need rods, cables, and concrete. So. We're actually gonna undo everything we just did. Done exactly that, but still struggle with the not worry part. Okay. All right, we're gonna need some stuff. Because what I want to do... Alright, well I can build the 2 smelters. For sure. Do it like that, and like take that. I'm away for 8 hours straight. Don't pick up a single leaf the whole time. Let's get... Oh, now I'm missing wire. Yeah. We're gonna do a little infrastructure here, chat. Good, yeah, good thing there's 0 time limits. This is the other thing. You know, Factorio has a Factorio basically has 2 pressure elements. 1, limited resources, and 2, enemies. Other games that follow in the Factorio vein, like Dyson Sphere program, have similar constraints. Satisfactory diverges sharply from them in that it doesn't have either of those things. There is no pressure in this game whatsoever. Your resources are infinite, and enemies do not come to you. They only serve to gatekeep exploration elements. Alright, so let's do this, and this. And this will be iron. And we'll shove more iron in there. And this will be copper. And we'll shove the copper we have left in there. No, enemies can and will be total pains in the asses in this game. Alright, what do I need for constructors? Alright, I'm gonna need 2 reinforced plates each. Reinforced plates are iron plates and screws, if I remember correctly. 6 plates and 12 screws apiece. Screws are made from rods. I think you can see how all this is going to come together. All right. So at the initial jump, I need... Well, I'm going to need a lot of iron plates. I need tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of iron plates. Much like Factorio, iron plates form the very foundations of your factory empire. So the more of them we have, the better. You haven't built any foundations. I know, shut up. We'll get to that. We will get to that. Alright. And I'm an idiot. I didn't even build the reinforced plates that I meant to build. I was so singularly focused on my iron plates. There we go. 2 construction should do right now. Just to get some of this stuff automating. Alright. We'll build one there, and we'll build one there. And then, so the other big thing. You don't need inserters. All conveyor belts run specifically from one building to another building. And you can see the stuff going along it that way. All right, you make wire. You make iron plates. Can't wait for the very first conveyor spaghetti of summer. There we go. All right, power is flowing. All right, our capacity is 20 megawatts. Our max consumption is 16, so we're gonna have to be careful with this. Let's go ahead and reload these while I'm thinking about it. And then as soon as we get to the next tier, we won't have to worry about this anymore. We can just automate this entire process. Conveyor spaghetti girl summer. Okay. Okay, we need rods and cable. I should be automating rods, honestly, but well, we can switch this over. I really wanted plates. So up here we can change what we're gonna make. So we'll flip it over to rods. And the plates are now ours. And then cables would require another constructor, but I'm not gonna worry about that because you can handcraft them really fast. And then do I have... I do. I have the 20 concrete for this. Conveyor SpaghettiOs. Also, the music in this game is very, very placid and relaxing, which I really appreciate. I never expected Factorio's music to be so dramatic. That was kind of a surprise for me when I started that game. Alright, this is actually going to take a while. So, yeah. The bugs are always coming in Factorio, though. Yeah, no, I mean, it's not out of place, but still. But still. The beeping from the biters. Alright, we need 12 more iron rods. And then you can turn biters off. That's true. You can't play in, like, creative mode. But yeah, I feel like it would be less fun. They're such an elemental part of the game design. Alright. Hub upgrade 5.
Hub upgrade 5, power expansion, completed. The miner, unlike portable miners, can be connected to conveyor belts and requires power to function. Caution: as you expand, the energy demand of your production may exceed the capacity of your power grid.
So they gave us a second biomass
The onboarding
burner.
program was established because Fix-It pioneers often experience memory issues after planetfall. If you are experiencing
we're out of fuel.
nosebleeds, nausea, existentialism, or an itchy scalp, there is no need for concern. This should pass within 5 to 7 workdays. Next objective: complete Hub Upgrade 6.
Alright, let's see what they want for 6. A little bit everything. But we will get our first independent power solution here in the biomass burner. And yes, we will learn how to build a space elevator. Alright, so, logistics time. I'm gonna switch this back over to plates. Take that wire. Miners. Okay, we just need to use the portable miners for this. What machine do you make biomass in again? Yeah, it's the constructor. Constructor will mash stuff like leaves and wood into biomass. Alrighty. Angles on everything are going to be really weird in this, but that's fine. That's fine. This is probably going to clip right through the hill there. Yeah, kind of. It's just extra sandy is all. Okay, I need more biomass. That's all there is to it. Actually, I'm gonna do a thing. That's with intolerance, because I do have wood. So I'm gonna go ahead, just so we're not wasting any time here, I'm gonna go ahead and get this running again. Okay. Okay, I have to point this out. In the early phase of Satisfactory, you do not have the tools to make it look nice. And it is a giant waste of time to do so because you're just gonna have to refactor everything. Until you get to permanent power, you're just kit bashing. Like, straight up. Tolerance increases proportional to time spent trying to make the thing work. Yeah. Use my conveyor belt coming from an island is a very dangerous bridge, that island. That sounds like fun. All right, we'll shove wood. Half our wood in that one, half our wood in this one. Pull the giant cartoon switch, and we're back in business. Yeah, there's especially no point in trying to make things look nice and orderly until you get actual construction tools, like foundations and the like. Oh. We'll come back to that. Much like the Summers loop, I will need that later. But not necessarily right now. Also, I don't know if you know this. In 1.2, you don't have to mash the button to collect leaves and stuff anymore. You can just hold it down. Right now, we need all the leaves that have ever existed. We're gonna deforest this entire riverbed. Like, I'm just gonna tell you that straight up. Your mash is grass. This planet was so nice and scenic until we came along. Ain't that the way? All right, yeah, that was as long as our power held out. Off of 12 pieces of wood each. So we need a lot of leaves, unfortunately. I get why the game starts you out with biomass power, but it is kind of obnoxious. Also, while I'm here, oh no, I don't have enough concrete. Only so. Well, actually, you know what? Can I build? Let's just throw a crafting bench over here and handcraft some concrete. Yeah, much more efficient ways of biomass. No, it's true. It's true. Like, we'll work ourselves up to it because we are still very much in the tutorial. We haven't yet moved on to the just tutorial. Okay, that should be fine. Yeah, and slugs. Slugs will be a big deal. Oh, I'm so excited, chat. This game is so exciting. Like, you can do so much in this game. From such humble beginnings. I mean, that's to me, the key appeal of any automation game. Starting from such humble beginnings and eventually expanding to just, like, unimaginable heights. All right, so we're gonna run this like, yeah, that'll work. I really don't have to run back here all the time for limestone, so we're gonna go ahead and get this going. What is... Damn it. I can't remember the button to make it taller. No, it's not that. It's not snap mode. Do y'all remember what that button... It's not scroll wheel. That rotates it. No, middle mouse button is sample. What is the button to make it taller? Oh, wait. Isn't it... Oh, you click first and then you do it. That's what it was. It's a two-step click, chat. And I'm already out of iron plates, so oh well. Let's at least try to run some power line. Oh, I need wire for it. Boo, whatever. All right. That's Caterium. Wow, I'm gonna be able to research a lot of stuff really early starting here. Who knew you're gonna need resources for all this? Who indeed? Who indeed? All right, anyway. So these things eat 80 leaves per minute. So we're gonna be going through these pretty fast. These environments are not randomly generated. Everything in this game, the whole world is handcrafted. Now, in 1.2, they added the option to randomize resource nodes. Not their locations, but what they are. So if I did that, then instead of these being, you know, iron and copper, they could be like quartz and limestone. There we go. All right, now I have iron plates and copper wire automated. What's tonight's libation? Rum punch. It is Malibu and orange juice, and it's delicious. Or it could be uranium and uranium, which is really exciting until you realize you're not going to need that for about 40 hours. Okay, this is actually going to take a hot minute to get going, so let me just shove a bunch of this in here. And handcraft the rest. Yeah, no, I started... when they first put 1.2 on the experimental branch, I started a game with randomized resource nodes, and I started in the grasslands, and, like, everything was there. Like, coal was there, oil was there, quartz was there, sulfur was there, uranium was there, SAM was there. If you don't know what that is, don't worry about it. We'll explain it later, much later. And it was cool. It was really cool. I could jump ahead on all this different research in the game. The problem was I only had like 1 or 2 iron nodes to work off of. So the stuff that I normally have tons of in the early game, I basically was like running short of right from the get-go. It really, really complicates things. Resource nodes could even be Malibu and orange juice. I want an alcohol automation game. I want a drinking automation game. I think that'd be super fun. Naturally occurring deposits of surface-to-air missiles. All right. Power-wise, what are we looking at here? Okay, our capacity is 40, and we're only using 26 of it at most. So let's finish. Let's not actually, because I need iron plates for it. Drink automation. No, like making drinks automatically. Okay, hopefully that's enough iron plate. It might not be. I'm like, hopefully that's enough iron plates to get limestone out here, but you know what? Probably not. Probably not. Whee! An automation game where you want the nails to be rusty when you craft them. Let's get the power set up first. Dunes are like hypertubes, but only downhill. There's an automatic drink game as people will try to recreate it in real life. Alright, I know those are really close together, but I don't want to make it clip through the ground like that. Oh, I can actually connect that straight. Nice. Okay, cool. All right. My limestone miner's working. What's the button to holster your currently... Oh, it's H. It's down in the bottom right corner. The game just let you in on the control secrets that easily? Actually, yeah. As a matter of fact, I do. There we go. And that's all my iron plates. We can go this far and no further, but hopefully we've got enough here to finish what we had in mind. Yes! Excellent. Excellent. I need more reinforced iron plates. Boy, once we automate those. Once we automate those, baby. This is a strand like. Now you understand. This is the friendliest stranding game you will ever play. Actually, let's just build it down there. Fuck it. And we're out of power? Or we overdid it? Could be either, really. This is gonna make our concrete. It's ugly, but I'll accept it. The pretty stuff comes later, chat. Shut up. Now you understand. So did it go through all of our... Yup. Yes, it did. We are going to need so much biomass So much. Yeah, I need that chainsaw. There's a lot of trees here. Enjoy this picturesque scenery while you can, chat. It's not gonna last very long. Why rush solid biomass on your second start? Yep. Yep. We will get there. We will get there. This is early part's gonna be a bit rough at first. Oh, you can't actually pick up all of this. Okay. I'll wander around in the forest for a bit and just snatch up everything off the ground that I see. This is what sane people do. This is normal. God, there's more coal back there. Not enough, Chad. It's never enough. Okay, maybe 1,000 is enough. Deep pockets. Only take 1,001 leaves. Only take up 3 slots in my inventory. That should last 4 whole minutes. All we need to do is hit the next milestone, and then we can build our own biomass burners, which are a sight more efficient than these. And then we'll be in better shape. So we just need like 100 of everything at the moment. We can do wire. How's limestone going? Concrete just started. While all that's going, I can handcraft iron rods. No coughing, you're cured? I am. I am. The healing power of Satisfactory. I was so excited about Satisfactory, it healed me to full. That or good drink. It's one or the other, really. Or now that you said something. I like that the crafting button gets, like, glowing hot if you hold it for a really long time. And if you're wondering, once you get out of the initial resource types, you actually hit stuff that cannot be handcrafted anymore. Like, there will be a ceiling on things. You can handcraft a lot of stuff in this game, but there are certain things that you can't do yourself. Stuffing handfuls of shoes and leaves them in. Shrews. I think I could actually shove the animal proteins into the biomass burner if I really wanted to. I don't particularly, but I could. All right. Dun-it, 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 dun-it. This is a helper app called Satisfactory Modeler, but might be outdated by now.
Landing platform hydraulics completed. Freighter landing initialized. Congratulations, you have completed onboarding and achieved the absolute minimum skill level required of a Fix-It pioneer. Fix-It looks forward to your future achievements, because a future with Fix-It is a future with you. Tier 1 and 2 milestones are now available in the hub, and biomass burners can now be built individually. Your first official objective is to initiate Project Assembly by building the space elevator. This objective will take a significant amount of resources, so Fix-It recommends getting to work.
Okay, so if you choose to skip onboarding, this is the point that you start from. They drop you here with all this stuff unlocked and enough resources to build the hub and like a miner and a constructor. All right, so now we get to choose our objectives. So base building teaches, gives us access to foundations, the actual construction of like factory buildings, floors, walls, and such. Logistics gives us important conveyor belt tools like conveyor splitters and mergers. Field research gives us the map and the thing we need to research all this weird shit we're finding everywhere. Part assembly unlocks the assembler where you can mash two things into a new thing. We need those to make reinforced iron plates, along with a bunch of other new resources. Obstacle clearing, the chainsaw. We should probably do this first. Jump pads are silly and we're not going to need them with this start, but some starts, in particular parts of the grassland, especially the jungle, really useful. We'll talk about the awesome sink later, and then we can also get to more advanced conveyor belts here too. We're gonna go with object clearing first. We need screws, we need wires, and we need cables, and we need concrete. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna swap this over to rods. And then we'll handcraft from rods into screws. Jump pads are good for traversing a huge factory layout. We may mess with them. I may have some uses for them. All right, and then power-wise, yeah, we can build biomass burners now. The integrated biomass burners have a capacity of 20 megawatts. The ones that we can build are 30. They can also take inputs via conveyor belts, which will be really, 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 really useful. Actually, you know what we can do? Pull these things out of here. Because I think we just unlocked access to... Yeah, we can make our own biomass now. Biomass is much more efficient. So, like, leaves have an energy value of 15 megajoules. Biomass has an energy value of 180. So we're gonna mash all of these together real quick. And then shove them back in the current ones to make all this stuff last longer. And we can turn wood into biomass as well. And yeah. Whereas it was burning 80 leaves per minute, it only burns 6 2/3 biomass per minute. So this will last a lot longer. Do I have any? I don't have any rods on me. How many of these am I gonna need? So 20-some rods makes like 100 screws. Oh no, pollution! You're gonna attract the biters. Ah! Cool. We'll just do some more handcrafting while we wait for everything else to get going. But yeah, with the chainsaw and solid biomass, we'll be in much... We can build an actual power grid is the thing. We're kind of constrained right now, because even if we build out a power grid, we'd have trouble fueling it. But once we can cut down trees and convert it to solid biomass, we'll be good. Oh, I guess I should... Hang on. I guess I should... I'm not sure really where the best place for me to live during this playthrough is. I'm thinking maybe, like, down here, actually. Stuff happens in the corners, and I don't want to cover up any subtitles or anything. Oh, I'm just gonna make screws. And I can make some concrete while I'm here. I promise you don't spend most of the game looking at the screen, chat. It's just an early part of the game. Okay, we got the concrete we need. I think I can make the wires. Actually, we might have what we need here. Let's see here. Not quite there on screws yet. But I can definitely make the cables. Oh, we're close. We're close, chat. I can feel it. Game gets better, promises streamer. All automation games have slow starts, I think. Factorio has a slow start. Satisfactory has a slow start. Dyson Sphere program has a slow start. Actually, upon reflection, I think Dyson Spheres might actually be faster than the other ones. You can get going in a hurry in Dice-sphere because you don't have to unlock like basic automation or power. Like you've got it right from the jump. You already have conveyor belts, inserters. You might just have to, or else they'll just close and auto-delete. Alright, there we go. And you know, I don't think there's a problem with having the player like build a foundation for what they're doing. It's just, it's a careful balance. You do have to unlock him, it's just very quick. It happens so quick, I don't even remember. Whereas you will spend your first couple hours in Satisfactory doing this. Alright. I love the big red button, chat.
Milestone reached.
So.
Solid biofuel, created from any biomass, ensures maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, the chainsaw allows for the removal of tougher wood and coral foliage. Additionally, your pocket dimension has been inflated to increase inventory size.
Oh yeah, we have a pocket dimension. That's our inventory.
Note, will you be the Fix-It Employee of the Month? You could be if you construct, automate, explore, and exploit by eliminating all obstacles to efficiency. This isn't just fun, it's contractually mandated fun, fun, fun.
All right, now that we can make solid biofuel. Okay, so biofuel, biomass, energy value is 180 megajoules. Solid biofuels is 450. But it takes a while. You really need to automate this. You really, really, really need to automate this because it takes forever to make by hand. We're gonna do it this time, but then we should have enough biofuel to get everything going. Well, is that easy to escape our planet's gravitational field? Yeah. Wait till we build a space elevator, dude. Then we are chucking physics right the hell out the window. Vampire Crawlers also has a big red button. It's great. I need to play Vampire Crawlers. As much as I love Vampire Survivors, I have every reason to play that game. Okay. What does it take to build a chainsaw? Reinforced plates, rods, just obscene amount of screws. We can do this. We can do this. Not that long, you're 1000% going to get sucked all the way in. All right, let's plug this stuff in here. Yeah, it's gonna eat 2 2/3 solid biofuel per minute. So this will last us a good long while. All right, I need rods. Need a lot more rods than that. Just keep grabbing stuff. The pod is on its way back. In fact, I think at some point we'll actually... Oh, there it is. It always needs to turn itself around, which I think is interesting. And I love the detail work in this game. I love how detailed the pod is and like its little landing platform. The way it settles down into it. It's all really cool. All right, next objective. What do we need next? I think we're gonna need logistics. We're gonna need logistics next. Logistics is absolutely key. But I want, and I need, and I must have a chainsaw. As we're bad at it and keep getting jump scared by the pod coming back. No, I got really used to looking for it because I would sometimes get milestone. I'd have milestones ready back to back, but you have to wait for the pod to come back, and that would get kind of annoying after a while. I'm gonna need rods too, right? Oh, we're almost there. I need 25 rods and 160 screws. I don't know why you need so many screws for a chainsaw. Maybe that's what they're making the teeth out of. Oh well, don't question it. I guess I could just kind of make the rest of the rods. I hear things screaming in the distance. I don't know if y'all noticed that. That should do it. Okay, chat. It's fun time. Time for some contractually mandated fun. Oh, it's pink. Oh, it's so pink, chat. Now, it does run off of solid biofuel. So we actually need some. We actually need some to make this work. But oh boy, is it going to work. Jinx. There was exactly one joke to make here. So the fun part about the chainsaw, aside from it just being a fucking chainsaw, is it actually clears things in a large area. I know, fuck your trees. Like, it gathers up everything. There's also get better returns on smaller vegetation than hand gathering. It might. I've never actually checked. Just finished watching someone doing a Super Metroid randomized with a catch. Samus was invisible. That sounds like impossible. That sounds so difficult to manage. The lumber industry did clear cutting back in the late 1800s. You ain't seen nothing yet. Okay, I'm out of fuel. And that's fine because I have a shitload of everything. Nature should have evolved resistance to chainsaws. Okay. We can build actual power now. Actual realistic power solutions. Because with this much solid biofuel, we can run all the biomass burners that we want. We can have an actual power grid. This is big because it means we can fully automate a lot of this stuff. And that's the main reason we need logistics next. So I can actually split our resources among different constructors for maximum efficiency. Our Doom guy's chainsaw is made of some super metal that never gets dull if he just didn't bother sharpening a chain, so it hurt demons more. I can easily believe either. Alright. So I'm going to handcraft the biomass because it tends to go pretty fast. But we're gonna need a constructor for the biofuel. Because the biofuel takes forever. Chain is also made of devil teeth. Okay, that little jaunt got us enough material to make 428 units of solid biofuel. And our whole situation right now is running off of like 20. So we are in good shape right now. I need more reinforced plates. Whoever was saying I was never gonna move the hub, I can't tell you how wrong you are, because I can't, it's up too high to like jump onto it easily, and that just infuriates me. We are absolutely gonna have to do something about that. You make ramps? Oh, you can make anything in this game. The construction options in this game are ridiculously robust. Just hilariously robust. Alright, alright, we're gonna have a separate branch here for this. Alright, you're gonna be making a solid biofuel. We're gonna be making 60 per minute. Now, while it's doing that, we need to get logistics done, because I can't reasonably, well, I can do one thing. I can do one thing. We can start with one biomass burner. And plug this into the grid, and it can run off of this. But once we get logistics, then we can split this into multiple biomass burners. That's what we really want. That's what we really want. You challenge to make your base ADA compliant. Let's switch this one over to iron plates, and yeah. How's this going? In fact, I'm just gonna pull the, nah, it's fine. There is only ever one joke to be made, chat. Only ever. Okay, alright, switch it over to iron plates. We'll make the rest of the iron rods and shove them up the thing. But I'm not gonna be doing as much with it. Alright, iron plates, or iron rods. Alright, we need 150 iron plates. And then things are really gonna take off, chat. Just take right off. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna unmake everything we've made. Once we have logistics, everything is getting undone. Fun fact, Mark II conveyor belts were named after Mortal Kombat 2 for the SNES. Shove them up the thing. Don't get too technical. Sweet G, as Steam says, I've spent 820 hours on Persona 5. Wow, damn. That's like the mobile style game, right? Am I thinking of the right thing here? Yeah, okay. If there was something that tracked my hours in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, it's got to be in the thousands. There's no way it's not. Okay, we're almost there. That's the Persona 5 tutorial. They're not named conveyor belts. Somebody should tell Coffee Stain to introduce a combat mode, and all it does is just change all the C's into K's. All right, I need 18 iron plates, and we got this. Excellent. Shove the thing into the thing. Smash the button. All right.
Milestone
Logistics.
reached. Conveyor belts can now merge,
And we have
split,
storage.
and lift to save space and
We got
enhance the
storage
productivity of your
containers
factory.
that I can't build.
Fixit encourages you to consider investing in verticality when it comes to factory logistics. If you feel stressed by this complexity, imagine yourself on the shore of a vast and calm ocean. Breathe in. Visualize all the people relying on you. The sea is made of billions of faces, each staring at you with hope and tears in their eyes. Breathe out. Feel refreshed and focused on your duties.
I love Ada. I love Ada so much. I feel like patronizing AI voices have gotten really cliche in games, but Ada is just perfect to me. All right. Yeah, Fixit itself is a big reason this game works so well. It is really, really well done. All right, chat. Big news. Big news. It's time to logisticsify everything. It's time to change everything. What's up, Strange Optician? Good to see you tonight. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're excited about logistics. If you're not, get the fuck out of my stream. We stand only logistics here. Infrastructure intensifies. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm making some iron rods so I can make more other things. Remember promised infrastructure, the annoying orange got into power. Oh yeah, every week was infrastructure week. Who remembers the eternal infrastructure week? All right, all right. Storage container. Storage containers are great. I love storage containers very much. This storage container is going to be full of biomass, so I don't have to manually feed it into this constructor over here. So there's our piles of biomass, and then they go in here, and it's going to make biofuel, and it's going to be great. And this thing is full of biofuel. Cool. All right, we're going to delete that. Okay. Let's see. We need... All right. All right, I'm going to put the splitter on 4, the merger on 5. I don't think I'm going to need the lift right now, honestly. That's not gonna work. Hang on. I'm sure this is fine. All right. Okay. All right, we're gonna need more iron plates. That's fine. We can work on that. We're gonna need more iron plates. That's fine. We can work on that. In fact, I think we are working on that. Maybe we do infra someday. I have bad news about infra. I actually started playing infra on my own time, and I was really getting into it, and it made me motion sick. I am sorry to report I can't do infra. I would really, really like to. I know. I know, it's heartbreaking. Because that game was cool. I was really liking it, but I only got like... I got like an hour and a half or 2 hours into it, and I was like, bleh. It was not working out for me. All right, the reason I'm doing this right now, chat, is obviously we keep running into resource shortages. I keep running out of something. If I'm not running out plates, I'm running out rods. If I'm not running out rods, I'm running out cables. If I'm not running out cables, I'm running out screws. We need to expand the factory to meet the demands of the expanding factory. And I'm out of plates again. Sci-fi world is this was not post-scarcity. Give me Star Trek. I demand Trek. Okay. I was made wonder, Star Trek Universe post-scarcity, why is Gold Press Platinum valuable? No. No, that is the gimmick of Gold Press Platinum. It cannot be replicated. Alright, we can actually shut these off now. Oh, I have a lot of this stuff in my inventory. Well, we'll just hang on to it for now. Okay. So, our power grid... Alright. Our capacity is 150 megawatts. Our maximum consumption is 39. We can expand the factory. The main thing I want to do is I want to change our whole iron production setup. And I think I'm just gonna do it over here. Maybe. Alright, so. Miner Mark 1. We're gonna talk about production ratios, chat. So hold on to your asses. This is where shit gets real. A normal resource node with a Mark 1 miner on it produces 60 resources per minute. Makes it simple. One resource per second. A pure produces double that. So our iron node produces 120 iron ore per minute. Now, we are unfortunately limited by our current conveyor belt Mark 1, which only transports up to 60 resources per minute. So despite the fact that this miner is kicking out twice that, it can only carry 60. So that's what we're working with here. So, let's slap down a constructor again real quick, just to look at it. Actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about smelting. Iron ingots. It takes 2 seconds to make an iron ingot. So, you feed a smelter 30 iron ore per minute, you get 30 iron ingots per minute. 1 to 1. And if you mouse over it, it tells you as much, so it's easy to see. Which means, constrained by our current belts, our one miner can support 2 smelters. Now, once we get upgraded belts, our one miner will be able to support 4 smelters. But we're probably not going to get to that tonight. Now, we'll have 2 smelters, each producing 30 iron ingots a minute. So, total of 60. What can we do with 60 iron ingots? Iron plates take 30 iron ingots per minute and produce 20 iron plates per minute. So, we can hook up 1 smelter to 1 constructor, and that'll make our iron plates. Alternatively, iron rods take 15 ingots per minute and kick out 15 iron rods. So, our second smelter, we can split its output between 2 constructors, and each of those can be producing iron rods. Then, we look at screws. Screws take 10 iron rods per minute and produce 40 screws. So, without getting too complicated about it, we can attach another constructor to the end of one of our 2 iron rod constructors and have it make screws. And then all of our current iron production will be covered. Math. Yeah, maths. Look, straight up, if you're not a maths person, you're not going to enjoy this game. This is the most basic of basic baseline maths for this game. It's going to get so much more complicated. Not insurmountably so, but it is going to get a lot more complicated. And we already need more iron rods. Gold is because people got tired of making change with an eyedropper. Alright, we're gonna need a splitter for this. Turn this around this way. There we go. Run that up into here. Shove one of these into here. Shove the other one into here. That one is occupied. Hang on. We'll dismantle that power line and plug it into that one. Oh, that looks beautiful. It's everything I could have hoped for. Alright, now let's tell these smelters what to do. Yes, make iron. Yes, make iron. Alright, and then this one will be our iron plate constructor. Nice and straightforward. This one, we're gonna have to split again. And we'll get to that in a minute. Alright, iron plates being made. And I'm gonna do one other thing here. We're gonna slap a storage container at the end. I don't really think this is necessary. But in case we do actually forget about this for a while, that way it won't get stuffed up. All right, next up. Next up. I think I'm gonna need more reinforced plates. I think I hit the limits of my... Because I need 3 more constructors, so we need 6 more reinforced plates. Can we do it? Well, I have enough... I can handcraft the iron ingots I need. The thing about Satisfactory is you need basically everything in it at scale. So whatever resource supply you have to start with, it's in your best interest to build it out as far as it will go, because you will need it. It will be necessary. Alright. I think I can make like 4 reinforced iron plates. Yeah. Yeah, I need more regular iron plates. Perfect. Okay. All right. Ah! I got stuck. This is a lot of wide open space, chat. We're gonna have to do something about all this. Alright. That'll be rods. That'll also be rods. And the rods will then become screws. Alright, where'd that power thing go? Here we go. Okay, do I have the resources to build more storage containers? One more at least. There are our rods. Okay, cool. Alright, and then power grid-wise, how are we doing? Max consumption 55, capacity 150. We're doing great, chat. We're doing great. Feels like it'd be a good time to pick another goal. Base building. Why not base building? Rods and plates, which we've been working on. Oh. Looks like you need to expand copper production. I mean, there's concrete sorted. So now we just have to let all that do its thing. We can also expand copper production. This is a normal node, so it's only 60 per minute, but that's fine because that's all we can handle right now. So yeah, I do need a second smelter. So copper's the same, 30 in, 30 out. So I can run 2 smelters like that. Wire is... You only need 15 ingots per minute. So I could put 2 constructors off of each smelter, which means 4 total. How's our actual burners going here? I want to make sure everything's actually topped off. They're in decent shape. Yeah. I was out piles of plates, rods, screws, and wire. I mean, you need them, especially early game. You really do need them. In fact, if anything, I should probably be making more plates. But I mean, there's another iron node over here I saw. Yeah, there's an iron node over there. I could always hook that up and just make plates off of that. But we don't need to get so far ahead of ourselves here. I think expanding copper production would be wise. I think there would be wisdom in this. I also love, once you really get a feel for this game, I love how smoothly everything comes together. Oh, I'm out of cables now. Okay, we need to automate cable production. Clearly. Clearly. All right, I have the resources to make a bunch of reinforced iron plates, and I will do so. I will do what I said I was going to do. We're gonna make a bunch of constructors. It's just gonna be really awkward placing them because of the way these dunes are situated. We need base building so I can actually build foundations for these things. Actually, to be completely honest, this is all really ugly. Like, kind of too much. I need like 4 constructors here. Far over the edge can I put that? Alright, that'll do. That'll do. As long as that goes into there. And this can go into... I need more iron plates! You just have to draw the schematics of the individual factory setups I need ahead of time. I've learned from some videos I've watched some ways to kind of organize this stuff. I'm gonna see if that helps. But I mean, I gotta get to actual like base construction first. Tap your spacebar once instead of holding down your mouse button when hand building parts, and you can stretch both your arms in. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. Never even occurred to me. Oh yeah, I need more iron plates. There we go. All right. Wires, wires. Yeah. Wires and... So cables are... They need 60 wire per minute to produce 30 cables. So... Oh, I don't think I can actually fit a merger in there. Let's fit a merger. Yeah, I should probably put this on 6. So I'm going to be using these a lot. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, and then... I need another one of these. Going in there, and then... Oh, I do have one more. For how great the music is, it is great. This game can become very addictive. Oh, I know. I've beaten this game before. A couple years ago. So I really wanted to return to it because of the 1.2 update. And I really wanted to stream it. I've never streamed it before. When I beat it the first time, I did it in my own time. And it was indeed a wonderful experience. I'm also coming off of playing Factorio for the first time. So I was very much inclined to do something like this. Oops. Old timer returning. Essentially, yes. Cable. I have a spare connection somewhere. I do. There we go. Okay. Okay. Basics are automated now. Plates, rods, screws, wires, cables, all automated. Should probably go get some more biomass just to be safe. I've also never started in this desert biome before. I've never even been here, honestly. So I've always wanted to give it a try, and it's neat. It's neat because there's so many resources, but the trade-off is the relative lack of foliage, and I'm gonna have to figure out where to get water from too. For difficult start, this seems extremely good. I don't really feel like any of the starts in this game are like super difficult. Like the forest is certainly a challenge, just figuring out how to construct everything. But really, like if you've got any sort of a mind for vertical construction, it's not that bad. I mean, we'll see if there's other unforeseen consequences to me starting here. But so far, it does seem perfectly manageable. I've been playing for 2 hours. Exhaustion is not covered by the Fix-It Pioneer Health plan. Nor is Pioneer Health. See another power slug up there. Yeah, I feel like there aren't really difficult starts in this game so much as just different considerations when you start. Get him. I might not be able to get him yet. Or I might. Unauthorized hostility. Yeah, it's not pretty hostile. Ow. Watching the wrong guy. I love the way they hop when you kill them. I've seen how later resource nodes pan out. Yeah, that's true. I mean, right now, all the resource nodes are, like, really, really nicely, helpfully located. Can I get that one? Okay. More hostilities. Generally, enemies are guarding something. Either a resource node or some special item. Nice little lagoon back here. Okay. Resource node and an item.
The astrobiologist Dr. D.M. Mercer was the first to recognize the presence and probable nature of these alien artifacts. These chain-melted state spheres are named in his honor. Each sphere emits a unique signal and will require study to determine local application, store it for later use.
We got the orb, chat. We got the orb. Is this what I think it is? Oh, shit. Okay. 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 And that's water. Okay. Okay, man. I can deal with this. Do I... Wait, do I have... I do. Let's just go ahead and slap some of these bad boys on here. Yeah, Impure is definitely enough to get started. I got no complaints about that. But we are... we are also impure. It's true. That's not bad at all, chat. Man, getting one at a time by hand sucks. Beautiful, clean coal. I don't remember we actually need some for research, so I'm just gonna grab some. Take it back with me. Actually, I know there's important basics to get going here, but I really, really want to get research going. Because there's some really helpful stuff we can unlock. So let's head back. Let's refill the whole biomass system. So I don't have to think about that for a while. Oh, there's iron back here too. Okay. A lot of resources to suck up over here. Just to check, because I haven't checked this in a while. So this is normal limestone. So that's 60 per minute. We're definitely gonna have to expand concrete production too. It's so perfectly uniform, chat. More questions. How does it taste? How do it taste? Limey. How dare you? Oh, so close. All right, real quick. Oh my God. All right, this will hopefully be all the biomass we need for like indefinitely. Until we get better things going. I hope. And shove that in here. Put the sphere in the... Damn it! Perfect timing. These guys are fine. I think one of these, that one ran out. Hang on. I'm carrying enough to get this going again. There we go. Yeah, the problem... This isn't... I didn't make a very good design for this, because it's kind of a... It's not really a proper split. It's like a manifold layout, so these two get filled. Because, see, each of these splitters splits things evenly. Like, it just has each item take turns. But then that chains over to here, so these three are not getting nearly as many resources as these two. And as long as you have a constant supply of stuff, it doesn't matter. I should be using a balanced design instead of a manifold design on it, but I'm lazy. Can't be bothered. Seeing a lot of nuclear power propaganda, stuff like nuclear is cleaner than coal or banana, it gives off more radiation than a reactor. My genius plan is to just shove all this biomass in there and forget about it. There we go. That should keep it busy for a while. All right. Do we have the things we need to do the things we want? Yes. 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 All right, let's get base building. Punch the button.
Milestone reached. Several new structures are now available for improving factory organization. Foundations provide a building grid, which makes it easier to manage placement of any structure. In the event that you are experiencing amnesia for all events prior to planetfall, be reassured that memories of beloved humans and/or animals would have only been distractions from your important mission.
So now we can build foundations and ramps for things. Takes concrete and iron plates. We can also build walls. I like making compact multi-story factory buildings. So this seems like a good time to tell you what my plan is for this. Because I always go into playthroughs of this game with a plan. I like building all-in-one factories. I like centralizing everything. It appeals to me on a deep and primal level. When I showed y'all during the first Factorio stream, when I showed you the playthrough of Satisfactory where I beat the game, and you saw my horrible industrial ziggurat, that was because I wanted to build everything like very compact. I wanted everything together. I still want to do that. I'm not necessarily good at it, but I want to do that. So that's the plan here, chat. We are going to turn this desert into a giant mega factory, and I want to do it vertically. We're not going to do this right away. It's going to take some steps to get there. But that is my ultimate plan. I want to build a great tower of industry. And I want it to not look like total ass. If it looks a little assy, I can accept it. But I want some degree of order to it. Let's go ahead and do field research. Because I think I can, actually. Oh my god, right out the gate. Hell yes. Let's build that ma'am.
Milestone reached. Supply the molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, with local resources to research and develop new technologies. Potential technologies include exploration tools, weapons, and factory buildings. These are essential for maximizing your Pioneer efficiency in alignment with Fixit's core pillars: construct, automate, explore, and exploit. To advance Fixit's mission, all notable phenomena, resources, technology, or other influence should be investigated regardless of any perceived danger, as stated in the Pioneer contract.
Alright, we're gonna need some stuff. Looks out of the wide open horizon to obstructions of sight. I think I'll build vertically. Yup. Because I know how this goes. I know that the best laid plans never actually work out. And I'm inevitably going to need more horizontal space than I think. So starting out vertically, I'll be better off. Okay. So we have a bunch of different categories here. Alien megafauna. So, let's do some hog research, chat. Let's research our hog. Cool.
The remains researched belong to an organism now dubbed the fluffy-tailed hog. It has many characteristics that would likely classify it among the Suidae family were it native to Earth. Hog remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving Pioneer safety during exploration.
There's basically 4 kinds of enemy in the game, and we have remains for 2 of them. Hogs and spitters. We'll need to find the ones for hatchers. Actually, I saw a hatcher over by the coal. And we're all dreading when we come across
The remains researched belong
stingers.
to an organism that tends to nest near objects emitting specific types of resonance. Spitters are called as such due to their ability to create and spit plasma across long distances. Spitter remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving Pioneer safety during exploration.
Tried to blueprint stackable vertical manifold to seal up an inscrutable obelisk, could not make it work. I did, actually. I can do that. I'm not going to this time. What I want to do... Basically, I'm just going to make a very tall factory. It's not going to be like a narrow tower. But I'm going to do... My hope is to do... like discrete floors for specific production chains. But these will all be, we'll talk about all of this more on subsequent nights. So if we can get all 4 of these creature types researched, we can learn how to make alien, we can learn, actually, can I just do this now? Hang on a second. Let me make some protein. Because now we can convert alien remains into generic proteins. Meat. We can turn them into meat, chat. Oh, God. Oh, we can. Well, fuck these other 2.
Research completed. Alien protein can now be turned into biomass or alien DNA capsules.
I just noticed something.
In addition to being used for research, the invaluable alien lifeform data in these capsules can be traded for fix-it coupons at the Awesome Sink. We guarantee the
No,
best
Otis gained
capsule
additional
to coupon
dimension.
exchange
What's up,
rate
JD?
anywhere on this planet.
Okay, so now that gives us access to some more stuff. The protein inhaler requires a thing we don't even recognize. Structural analysis requires protein capsules and a bunch of rods. Inflated pocket dimension requires protein and 1,000 cables. And hostile organism detection requires a bunch of things we've never seen before. So there's that. Alien technology. Hey, we have one of these. Let's research it.
Mercer sphere analysis completed. Established local planetary signature of massage 2, AB, B, in the local Mercer sphere signals, allowing them to be tracked by the object scanner. Mercer spheres can also transmit data between specific...
Witness our scripture. Witness our windows. Have you come to defile our shrine? Sing us a song.
Arguing the existence of intelligent alien life. While Fixit has figured out the method, all of the original data is still untranslatable.
Had a busy few weeks now, kind of a week off. Went to Spain for oh, dude, I love Spain. I spent a month in Spain after I graduated college, and I absolutely loved it. All right, well, cool. Let's research this thing.
Summersloop analysis completed. Summersloops are somewhere between battery and conduit, harvesting energy from pockets of space with complete disregard for the rules of the space-time continuum, and distributing it into its connected ecosystem. This energy,
Let the effigies harvest until the waves reach our shores. Consume.
similarities to the hypothetical force of dark energy to potentially be one and the same. It can now be tracked by the object scanner.
So that's pretty important. Mercer spheres and Summers loops are both insanely important. You can beat the game without them, but it's way more tedious. This is Sam. We haven't found Sam yet. And I did not get my new... Oh, Eva, I'm so sorry to hear that. That sucks. Mercer spheres can be made into dimensional depots, which are insanely useful. Power augment... Summers loops are their own whole thing. We'll get into those in the future. Nutrients. Nuts. Research the nuts. Let's just go grab some resources while we're listening through all
This
this.
fruit, dubbed the barrel nut after its distinctive color, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
Oh, that was easy. Enough playtime factory games get Satisfactory. Successfully eludes you, really. This is the one that I'm actually good at. Like, I'm new to Factorio. I've never finished Dyson Sphere program, but I've beaten this game. This is the one I really love. Oh, I need 2 pale berries. Shit. And then power slugs. Those nuts are super, super helpful.
This semi-slug, now dubbed power slug, is early in its life cycle and has retained only part of its potential energy storage capacity, giving it its blue color. Power slugs are capable of extracting latent energy from their surroundings, including through a form of photosynthesis, and preserve it in their porous semi-crystalline shell over their lifetime. This explains why they rarely move after having found a suitable location.
I need concrete storage. Well, actually, no time like the present. Myself saying to myself, gotta upload my nuts to the cloud. All right. That might be everything we can do for right now. Oh, okay. Never mind. Let's research slug scanning. That'll be helpful.
Power slugs extract latent energy from their surroundings to sustain themselves. By tuning the object scanner to the particular potential energy signature, it is now able to locate them against the background environmental static.
I kind of like a Satisfactory. It's fluid mechanics. Everything else goes right around my head. Well, you watch me play this, I might be able to help you out. So, power slugs can be converted into power shards. Power shards can be shoved into buildings, into devices, to overclock them. Which is what we're going to unlock right now. And then...
Overclocking development completed. Power shards can now be inserted into all buildings to increase input and output speed. Underclocking is also possible. Note, power consumption of overclocked buildings increases
I need 300 more
exponentially.
cables for this. Satisfactory 2026 OC Remix. Yeah, overclocking is hugely helpful in this game. Really, 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 really helpful. Okay. What's next? All right, tier 1 is done. Tier 2. We need to do part assembly so that I can start automating the production of reinforced plates and this other shit. All of this shit is going to be really important. I'll go ahead and cough up the cables and the screws. We'll wait on the rest of the stuff. So, like... the smart thing to do right now, honestly, would be to go ahead and lay down a foundation to build everything on. Let's, do I have? Okay, I do have access to the map now. So this is where we've been so far. Not very far anywhere, really. Oh, I should build an object scanner. Do you have the concrete for a full building sketch? I've got like 800 concrete. I just don't have the iron plates, but we'll get there. I'm gonna let the factory cook for a little bit. I'm gonna explore west of where, or I guess east of where we've been so far. Object scanner. Yeah, I really want that. I need 4 reinforced plates. I put 30 hours into this. I have some experience. I may have questions about why they even bother with vehicles when they're practically useless in trains. Trains are insanely useful, but I'm right there with you. I am dog shit at using them. Trucks got a massive update for 1.2. Trucks now work more like trains. You actually lay paths for them. They're far more reasonable to use. Okay. Here we go. All right, so now we can scan for useful things like Mercer spheres, Summers loops, barrel nuts. Like, there's some nuts over here, chat. And power slugs. Trains were great in our game. Oh, here we go. I built in the first truck to use a mobile crafting thing and go scouting. It is helpful, yeah. It is definitely helpful. Those guys were going to combo me to death if I wasn't careful. Why didn't bother path recording was still just an idea. I mean, it was their original concept for the truck system. And I'm sure they experimented a lot with it internally and just discovered that it wasn't really working out the way they had hoped. So they revised it. And, you know, it makes sense considering how much more popular trains were than trucks. Bit salty, the chainsaw can't deal combat damage in the game. Yeah, I get that. There's some interesting stuff out here. Oh. Actually, now that I have the MAM, I can start grabbing this stuff.
Unknown chemical element collected.
It's sulfur.
This non-metallic and multivalent element seems to be present only in a solid state and exhibits a most pungent smell. It is fortunate fixed helmets are of such high quality. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
Is this? Oh no, this is copper. Oh, there's a Summers loop right by here. Holy shit, that is a lot of power slugs. Okay, hold up. Dude, they're just... There's Summers loops just laying around in the desert. This is ridiculous. I mean, the desert is apparently just completely full of resources. Pretty wild. Is that coal? Yeah, it's coal. A lot of critters out here, though. Summers loops are rare. They're not supposed to be, they are. It's just, I guess this is... Okay. I may be able to show y'all this in the future, but taken as a... Ooh, I see something important. Taken as a whole, this desert is one of the most remote places in the game. So for most people, like I've never been here before. I've done all 3 of the other starts in this game, and I've never been here before. I've never made it out here. It's so far away from the other starting locations. Is that another Summers loop? It is. Oh, actually, I don't want to fuck with that guy. That's not... Okay. That's really bad. I don't want to deal with that. I want to deal with this. I do not want to... Nope. Do not want... Yeah. So, that's the other thing about the enemies in this game, chat. They have multiple tiers. There are 3 tiers of every enemy, and that's the second tier of that particular enemy. And I am in no shape to be fucking with that. Alright, we found a wreck. And wrecks have all kinds of really interesting random resources scattered around them. So I am getting some really useful stuff ahead of time here. As long as that guy doesn't fucking kill me while I do this. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh ass. Oh dear. Oh dear. I may not be able to get up to the actual proper wreck like this. God damn this guy. Wrecks are the best. I can never find enough. Deconstruct the wreck bits now? Well, if this guy would stop haranguing me, I could check it out. Man, fuck off. Love a lemon harangue. Okay, are we good? Are we good? By the way, this guy is fine. This guy is not going to bother us. Oh, that guy's just going to park there. Fuck him. I love their little teeny faces. Sloth kaiju. We got power slug up here. I could get that one. Oh. There's a lot of really interesting stuff out here, chat. Guy's fine only because he hasn't decided to park his ass right where you're gonna build and not fucking move. I love doing things in video games that I would never in a million years do in real life. There we go. You had to admit, chat, this is a really pretty game. This is a really pretty game. I wonder if there's anything under there. That's why it's in video games, you at least try it there. Dare I try sliding down this thing? Yes, I do. Whee! Alright, there's some more hogs over there. There's a lot of hogs over there. Gee, oh, there's a big one. Alright, I don't want to fuck with that. I ain't fuck with that. I don't know why. They don't appear to be guarding anything in particular. But whatever. Is that the edge of the world? I think it might be. Well, since we're here. There's a Mercer sphere somewhere around here. Oh, it might be behind me. Yeah, I think it was behind me. Correct the starting location. Yeah, when you choose to start in a particular biome, you get dropped randomly somewhere in that biome. Okay, so this isn't actually the end of the world. That's a wreck. That is a wreck down there. Do I want to do this? Stupid question. Of course I do. Whatever it is guarding it might severely fuck me up. But I at least want to check it out. That's a really big boy. That is a really, really big boy. I think that's a tier 3 hog. I think this is deeply unwise. Yeah, nah. Nah, I'm just gonna mark this on the map. And we are going to leave this place. Thanks, but no thanks. Guys gonna knock you into next week? Yeah. Yeah, the tier 1 enemies, you can just smack them with your zapper to death. Tier 2? Probably not. You need something to deal. You need some kind of upgrades to deal with that. Tier 3? Like, unless you are rocking serious hardware, they will straight fuck you up. You get 2 Satisfactory streams back to back. Anyway, chat. We should get back to the factory. Because as you know, it must grow. Tier 2 you can use the bigger zaps for. Well, we'll talk about that when we research better weapons. This is Caterium.
Unknown metal collected. This metallic element is showing properties similar to those in Group 11 on the periodic table.
There was
such
another
as high
thing of
conductivity
Caterium
and
around here somewhere.
malleability.
This is
Research it
this
in
is
the map
also
to
coal.
establish classification and potential application.
Oh shit! There's a lot of coal, chat. Pure. I mean, it makes sense. It's nowhere near water. The logistics of actually using this coal would be a big pain in the ass. But it is coal. Iron vein. What's the iron situation here? Pretty good. Our starting iron node was pure. There's like a bunch more scattered across the oh my god, it's nitrogen. Huh. And that's another Summer's loop. Think it could be the steel coal? Good point. There's another paleberry. Wait, no, what? Am I dumb? Oh, I was looking. I thought, it was the paleberry. Not a Summer's loop. Oh, there might be a Mercer sphere on top of here. I don't miss those plants that have bees in the mouths when they bark, they spit bees at you. Yeah, I'm not excited to see them again. Not looking for it. Okay. There's a Mercer sphere in a cave under here. I can tell. That hole Oh, this is quartz. Holy shit! Everything is here, chat. Everything is here. I love this place. That guy's gonna fuck me up, but I love this place. That guy's gonna really fuck me up. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. We'll come back for that. It's fine, we'll come back for that. Oh god, Jesus Christ! I'm sorry, I'm sorry! I'm sorry, God. Oh, I'm so sorry! Oh my Lord in heaven. Yeah. Yeah! Yeah! I need, splat. Alright, let's go get our stuff. Clearly need a jetpack. If only I had more nuts, chat. You're back online, you're gone for the past week. What happened? That was a tier 2 guy, by the way. For anyone curious about that. Hang on, I hear a bunch of stuff here, too. Oh, there's a Mercer sphere right here. Oh wait, no. That was the wreck I was trying to get to with the guys that were gonna mess me up so bad. Hey. Burb. Actually, can you? Oh, you can't. Wow, you can dismantle this stuff. Holy shit, I did not know that. That's a lot of really good stuff. Oh my god. That, wow. Wow, that's kind of... Wow. Grab some more sulfur at least. Junior, mark the wreck on the map. Don't forget about it now that the rest of the debris is gone. That's a good point. No, not the quick search. It is this. There we go. Man, this desert is awesome. I love this place. I'm sure I'm not going to be saying that once I have to figure out how to get water out here, but this is super cool. Also, it looks like there's more limestone out here. Hold Alt-click to... Oh, really? You don't have to go on the map? Oh, fuck! God, just give me my shit and let me... Oh. Oh. Just don't notice me. Just don't notice me. That's all I... Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Jesus Christ. this? More iron. And more coal. Desert's great. Ours keeps getting killed. Area. Alright, better idea. I really want the rest of that stuff. Where's that big guy? Wait, where is he? Where'd he go? Well, this is weird. Trash that. And pick up the rest of this stuff. Oh, there he is. There we go. Okay, bye. Yeah, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. There is so much stuff out here. And I noticed there's a cave in there that probably goes to some cool stuff. God, there's everything out here, chat. Everything you could possibly want. And depth. Everything you might want too, chat. Everybody wins. Desert just built different. Like, easy access to coal is cool. Easy access to quartz is insane. Also really prefer rocky desert over grassland. Big same. Big same. I wholeheartedly agree. Alright. Cram some stuff back into the MAM. Oh, how's power? Because I've been gone for a while. Power is fine. Power is super fine. We're in good shape. I'm only using half our capacity anyway. We should be gone. We should have been gone long enough that we built up a bunch more stuff too. All right. Not that yet, and I can't do this yet because we need Sam. Caterium. Okay, we need more ore.
The metal has been named Caterium
to learn
after
how to
Fixit's
refine
greatest CEO, Katerina Parks.
Hmm.
It has been added as a viable alternative to gold in industrial applications, specifically in advanced electronics due to its superconductivity, malleability, and corrosion resistance.
Caterium lets you build some really cool stuff. Just as a preview, you can build a zip line. You don't actually build discrete zip lines. The zip line lets you travel along your power cables, which unfortunately doesn't work as well as it sounds, but it's still better than nothing. All right, we got plenty of sulfur, so maybe I can research sulfur refining. Coal. This is why I need coal.
This unknown chemical
Black
element
powder.
was in reality an unusual mixture of solid sulfide and sulfate materials from which sulfur can be extracted. Sulfur's primary use lies in fertilizers, which we have no use for. Instead, this element enables access to more volatile obstacle clearing and pioneer defending tools.
A bunch of this stuff can just go away from home. There we go.
Research completed. Black powder recipe unlocked. New sulfur research available.
Okay, so black powder will allow us to make explosives, and better weapons, which will all be quite important. The rest of the stuff I'm just gonna worry about later. Let's just do the paleberry thing. Just have to find the mushroom at some point.
This fruit, dubbed the paleberry due to its tendency to stay light in color even when ripe, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
Alright, I can... Okay. I can get a bigger inventory, which will be really helpful. Pretty good start given the extra tutorial time you put in. Yeah, seriously. Seriously, we're doing great. Oh, I need my proteins. Can't forget my proteins! Goodbye, 1,000 cables. You will be missed.
Pocket dimension significantly expanded. I worked all afternoon, analyzing the transdimensional confibulatory permutations of alien DNA to achieve this. We are all doing our part for Fix-It.
That's a lot of metal plates. That's a bunch of metal rods. That's a bunch of screws. We don't actually need that many screws. Moment. Let's see how much concrete we got laying around. Whee! Not too bad. We really need to expand concrete production. But I don't think that's going to happen tonight. Let's knock off some more of these milestones. Let's get that. That. Boom.
Milestone reached. The assembler can produce more complex parts, including the first project part, smart plating, which is crucial for initiating project assembly.
Oh, we need
Project
rotors for
parts
this.
must be delivered to the
Perfect.
space elevator. By completing your contracted duties as part of project assembly, you will definitely be helping achieve Fix-It company goals without any other ulterior motive. Note, humans cannot craft project parts. Do not worry about your inadequate crafting skill when compared to an assembler. Fix-It cherishes your innate human abilities, such as walking, striking objects, and commodifying natural resources.
Thanks, Ada. Love you too. What's the win condition? We'll get to that. We will eventually get to that. Right now, I really want to slap down an assembler so I can automate reinforced plates. So yeah, this will allow us to make smart plating out of reinforced iron plates and rotors. Reinforced iron plates out of plates and screws. Modular frames out of reinforced plates and rods. Rotors out of rods and screws. And black powder, if we really want. And, oh, this is the overclock interface. Which, depending on how many resources we're getting through to it, we could actually use already. These take a while to make. So I could, you know what? Actually, let's just get crazy. Let's just get crazy with this. Because I got the power slugs. Let's see what we can do here. I got the power slugs, and I do have additional power capacity. Right now, yeah, our max consumption is 90 out of 150. This thing uses 15 megawatts on its own. Oh, but it might not have... It might need more screws. Yeah, no, this one's basically at capacity right now. And it's actually going to run out because it doesn't... It's pulling straight from storage instead of the normal. So, screw... We're going to have to expand our screw production at some point. During boss battle, efficiency and how to maximize it, yeah. Alright, jump pads are... Okay, one of these is going to be a freebie. Actually, we could just do resource sync. Actually, we should do Logistics Mark II because then I can get the most out of our iron node. I'm going to select that. Need more everything. So here's the thing. It's after midnight right now. I'm going to keep playing for a little bit, which I'm sure is going to come as a huge shock to everyone. When we come back to this game next week, next Sunday, I'm probably going to spend most of the night building a true initial base. Because we have tons of resources. Power, even though we're still on biomass burners, power really isn't much of an issue. And this desert is going to make it really easy to lay out a big foundation to just put everything on. So, it's going to be a big project. I'm probably... That was one reason I was wandering around. I'm probably just going to, like... I'm probably just going to head off to, like, one of these dunes and start from there and just build an entirely new base from scratch. Use the resources that this one's producing to build a whole new base. And then break this one down. That's what I was saying. Like, Satisfactory basically goes in 3 phases. You have your initial base while you're unlocking just, like, the basics. Like, the basic abilities to automate everything, up to and including power. Usually when you get to around coal power, that's when people build their first real base. Like, lay down foundations, lay out their production lines and everything. But that one's going to be insufficient. It always is. It takes an immense amount of foresight to build that first real base to be scalable up to what you need for the end game. So, and I fully accept that. Because it's been a while since I got into a lot of this stuff. So yeah, next time we're going to build that mid-tier base. We're going to go ahead and do that. Oh, what are you waiting on? Oh, I don't think I'm producing enough iron plates for this thing. Yeah. Yeah, this needs to be expanded. But hey, 23 of those isn't bad. You know what I could do? know what I could do? There is another iron node right here. Right, like right here, right here. Do I have... Oh, I need another mining drone. I wish I could build 137 now. Oh, I wanted to slide under that, like, real cool, like, that didn't work out. Okay, this is, what kind of patch is this? Normal. So this will do 2 smelters into 2 constructors to make 40 iron plates a minute. Yeah, this is just a really awkward way to build stuff. Right on the sand like this. Oh, Supposed to pick up my iron factory from my last game in Discord. Oh, Lord, that's, wow. We're gonna do something a little silly here. We're actually gonna use a conveyor lift. And then build it straight into the splitter and split it like such. There we go. And then I think we'll do a merger here. I like doing stuff like this. I love how open-ended the building is in this game. I really love it. Imagine how tricky it was to make placing conveyors on top of other buildings like that was. Yeah, seriously. Seriously. Alright, let's see if this monstrosity works. Oh, I might not... Is it actually connected? Yep, it's connected. So this is something a lot of people don't know. You can build... you can build conveyor lifts directly onto ports like this, and you don't have to connect them with conveyors. Same with lifts and splitters or mergers. You can just build them directly into each other. Yeah. Yeah, you can build some crazy stuff like that. All right, so this will improve production here, maybe even to the point that I can overclock it. Do some heinous shit with stack splitters and risers. Actually, I could handcraft the rest of these and just finish this next one. Let's see, what all do I have here? I got that, and that, and that, and that. That. I just need like 7 more of these. And that. Boop.
Milestone reached. Fixit would like to remind you of your contractual obligation towards efficiency. Recreational use of belts and lifts does not count towards work hours and will put you on the list.
Put you on
Stay
the
efficient.
list.
Don't disappoint, Fixit.
Do not disappoint, Fixit. Alright, we only have 2 more goals for this. Jump pads and... I mean, I could just do jump pads pretty easily. I could do this pretty easily, too. So we gotta wait for the pod to come back. Pod will come back. I really want to knock off these last 2 milestones before I stop tonight. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's my goal for the evening. I'm gonna finish the resource sync bonus program and jump pads. Two producers with Mark II belts feeding the same merge and then onto a Mark III belt into a constructor. Do sound pretty sick. Power. How's power? How does everybody feel about power? Still good, man. Only used like 30 since the last time we checked. It's real good. All right, we're gonna need a stack of these. Concrete. Maybe I could improve our concrete situation while I'm here. Oh, limestone's tricky. Limestone is tricky because it's an odd input. Although, hey, actually, I have something for this. We can overclock it. There we go. So yeah, using up to 3 power shards, you can overclock any building, any production building, up to 250% of its normal capacity. But it also increases its power usage. And it increases it pretty steeply. So you gotta be careful of that. Good. All right. Yes. The plates and screws flowing. Oh, I can overclock this baby. Yes, you can overclock power outputs as well. Which, if you have the inputs for it, if you have enough fuel to feed it, is a really, really, really smart thing to do. We'll see how that works. I don't want to push it too far just yet, because I think it's still drawing on things. Ideally, you also underclock certain things to keep your resource flow even. Yes, yeah. Yeah, the other thing I could have done is I could have underclocked that concrete production and then just built a second one to get it to an even 60. But I'm lazy. Intellectually, I'm very lazy. Overclock a power slug and tear a hole in the universe. Actually, spoiler alert, for something super, super, super late game, eventually we'll be able to build our own automated power shard production, and yes, you can overclock that. You can overclock the production of overclockers. Come on, thing, come back. Oh, I think, no. I was gonna say, I think you can actually see it. No, you can't. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but all of our buildings have this like vertical light bar on them. When they're operating normally, they're green. When they're suspended because their outputs are full or they have no inputs, they turn yellow. If they're powered down, they're red. And if they're overclocked, they're blue. There's our boy. So actually now the problem is I don't have any freely available metal plates because they're all going into the production of reinforced plates. So I'm gonna have to do something about that. All I need is them plates. Well, you know what? Where's another iron ore node? Right over here. Give me another portable miner. These plates are going to be just for me. What's this? I bet your coal miners are full. Oh, definitely. No question about that. I also put down a quartz miner. But if I go back to that guy, I'll die. Actually, what kind is this? Alright, another regular. Normal, I should say. Alright. Oh, I'm out of iron plates. Damn it. Can I have a craft? No, you need iron plates for crafting benches. God damn. Shit. God. God. Darn. We got a handcraft again, chat. What are we, peasants? I guess it's a good thing I still have all this ore in my inventory. Also, if you want to get really excessive, and you should, you can overclock miners to kick up your entire production chain. Like, if I really wanted to, it would, there's no point to it now because I don't have, well, actually, now that I have Logistics Mark II and I could build tier 2 conveyor belts, I could shove 2 power shards into my normal miners to make them kick out as much, make them kick out twice as much iron ore. And make them produce like my pure one does. Which, honestly, we will do at some point. Because it's just too good not to. Power shards are wonderful, chat. You can do so much with power shards. No. Put a merger up here. Which cannot be reached. Damn, wire's too long. I also really appreciate how easy it is to get everything all wired up in this game. And now we wait. Take a look over here. While we wait for all that to get going. Okay, so this is actually a Metroidvania, chat. The real reason I love Satisfactory so much is that it's actually a Metroidvania. And this is one of the earliest blockers you'll run into is these poison gas vents. Alright, we got another wreck. Oh my lord. And more iron. Okay, I hear an angry person. So I'm gonna see if I can scale this. Every game is a Metroidvania, also RPG, possibly a roguelike, and a dating sim. Yeah, I just got circuit boards. That's silly. I mean, not many. Not really enough to do anything. Give me them fucking rotors, man. Those rotors are mine. I'm calling it. Oh god, Jesus. Oh, fuck. Oh god. Yes. Oh, yes, I have so many rotors now, and I haven't even made any. Hell yes. 103 iron plates. I love it. Concrete. Yay! This is the real treasure of Rex Chat. Hard drives. I didn't mean to do that.
Damaged hard drive successfully acquired. All pioneers are contractually obliged to preserve and secure any recovered hard drives for analysis in the MAM, which may result in benefits to the Fix-It mission.
Huge benefits.
Speculation as to why there are crashed freighters in your Fix-It designated zone is discouraged as specified in your contract.
All right, from here I see power slug, power slug. That looks like more iron. Actually, we could check that. Yeah, tons more iron out here. Those are some rocky steps over there. That almost looks like water over there. I suppose it could be. There's definitely water over there at the bottom of those waterfalls. Big forest over there. What sort of images are on those drives? Chaos is actually telling the truth. What? Stators. Circuit boards and stators out of that one. Damn, chat. What stator's precious? Stators are like a... Stators are way up there, honestly. A later mid-game piece, if that makes sense. There we go. All right. New iron plate supply. Stators are early on the circuit boards. Yeah, the circuit boards are really crazy. Circuit boards you need plastic for. Plastic you need oil for. We are many, many, many nights away from oil. Damn. I like that. Damn, I like this as well. Okay, I got an idea. I'm gonna do a thingy. Did you know that you can stack storage containers? They won't be connected, of course, but it's very, very helpful for easy organization. No, look at the hard drive. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There's actually another thing that I want to do. These are, yeah, these are all just Mark 1 conveyor speeds too. I think it's under quartz. No, I'm not gonna look at the hard drive yet. There's two reasons. One, I am pretty sure. Yes, I'm gonna save it for the boring thing. I always save the first one for the boring thing. Because it's really helpful. It's really, really helpful. Because there's a lot of those things out there. Chat, if you're wondering what I'm talking about. there is a research that uses a hard drive that allows you to scan for hard drives. And that's what I want. It is feed pics. No, I want the ability to scan for wrecks. It will pay for itself very, very soon. The other reason though, is I'm pretty sure. All right, spoiler alert. Hard drives unlock alternate recipes for you, and they're pretty crazy. Some of the alternate recipes can be like wild. You can make like iron parts out of copper, and like wiring out of steel, and circuit boards out of all kinds. Like, you can do all kinds of crazy shit with them. But I'm pretty sure you're limited to what alternate recipes you can get by what stuff you've unlocked. So like, if I was to scan this hard drive right now, I'd get alternates for like iron plates and screws and stuff. And I would much rather have a wider variety of alternate recipes to choose from. So yeah. Do I have enough? No. I need more iron plates. I always need more iron plates. Did you beat the Ender Dragon yet? Yeah, we saw the whole poem and everything. It was great. It was amazing. Yeah, and it locks your research for 10 minutes. So it's much better to do late game when you're not constantly cycling stuff through the MAM. Research really slows down late game. All right.
Milestone
Jump
reached.
pads, and
you
we're
have been given
done.
access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials.
I have the rotors for this, man.
Exoplanet's bonus program, also known as Awesome.
We just have to
Your
sit around
awesome
for 5
input
minutes.
allows Fixit to comprehend our amazing universe more clearly.
I want to see the gotcha
In
pull. Too
appreciation
bad.
of this, we have generously set up an internal, closed economy with exclusive rewards and currency. Directing parts of varying quantity and complexity into the Awesome Resource Sink will grant Fixit coupons. These coupons can be redeemed in the Awesome Shop for highly desirable items such as new foundations, walls, factory attachments, cosmetics, parts, and more. Next time you have additional resources, just remember to go that extra kilometer. Go Awesome.
That is not what an economy is. All right, so every crafting game like this needs some way to recycle shit. Satisfactory's version is the Awesome Sink. You shove things in here, they turn into coupons, and then you use the coupons to buy things from the Awesome Shop. Which I'm just gonna put, like, right here, I guess. So, the Awesome Shop has a lot of really fucking useful stuff in it. All kinds of things for setting up a proper factory. Wall mounts, ceiling mounts for conveyors, holes for letting them go through floors and walls. Wall-based power outlets, so you don't need to use power poles for literally everything. Label signs, lights, different kinds of storage containers, paints, different materials for your foundations, patterns that you could put on floors to make things look like actual roads and stuff. Different styles of foundation, well, different shapes, proper stairs and curves and whatnot. Different kinds of walls that include doors, slots for conveyors, windows, angled stuff, special architecture like ladders, catwalks, personal elevators new. Pillars, frames, railings, barriers, vent. Wow, they actually added a lot of stuff. I guess in 1.1, maybe. A coffee cup. Or you can just waste it on stuff that you're gonna make anyway, because you're impatient. I guess that was karma. Finally ran out of fuel. Finally ran out of fuel. Do a little turn on the catwalk. This is all necessary, of course. I guess let's pull this biofuel. Making black powder would be... But I can make black powder right now, is the thing. I have... Well, I don't have access to... I can scan for sulfur. I just realized. Okay, so there is sulfur in the neighborhood. Over there somewhere. So no, not so much immediate sulfur, but anyway. All right. Mathematically, I'm not sure I know what I'm doing here. Trying to split these as evenly as possible. Okay, now we can do the last one. Long walks to make kilometer length material chains that really define this game. You're not wrong about that. Anyway, before I forget. Before I completely forget what we're doing. Let's make some stuff to throw in here. And let's put some stuff away that I don't want to throw in there. And let's do this. And let's do this. There's actually 2 separate tracks in the Awesome Sync for producing tickets. There's standard points for just feeding garbage into it, and then there's points for the DNA capsules specifically. So if you want to farm enemies for this... what did I do? Oh, I made the proteins. I didn't make the capsules. That's what I meant to do. I could connect a constructor to that storage box to make these for me, but whatever. But whatever. Throw that in there. Throw that in there. I may regret this, but I'm gonna throw these ores in here too. Oh, I have copper rolls in there. I don't need those. Am I over capacity? There's no way one of these conked out that fast. How much does this... How much power does this thing eat? 30 megawatts. That's why. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna turn these back on. I'm gonna let this run for a minute. Needs a fully dedicated... yeah, it does, actually. You are right about that. Oh, I forgot that it pulls from the end. I wanted to run the capsules first. Run those, please. Nice and gooey looking. And the point cost scales up the more stuff you feed into it. So you get diminishing returns for things over time. But I have 6 coupons with it now, which will allow me to buy some neat stuff. Oh yeah, you can buy a boombox with different music. We'll probably do that first, honestly. And if we want to be really excessive, we can try to get the golden nut someday. But yeah. I'm going to shift this thing into standby mode so it's not sucking power anymore. And we're going to reconnect the rest of the factory so that we can get on with our lives. Yeah, so my after building the awesome sink, my max consumption is 175.5, but my capacity is 150. We just need 300 plays. I love the game has several hidden mixtapes you can find and use in the boot box. I love that too, yeah. I do love that too. Hey! And those are all the iron plates we need, chat. Let's do it. Boom.
Milestone reached. The Fix-It jump pad combines high technology and innovation for optimized factory traversal and an ideal travel experience. Clarification. Ideal travel experience not guaranteed. Individual results may vary. Pioneers are responsible for all workplace accidents resulting from jump pad usage.
Jump pads are pretty funny. Okay. So we finished all the tiers. The next thing we have to do is up there in the corner, we have to build the space elevator. Just to give you a preview of what we're going to be up against next time. The space elevator requires 500 concrete, 250 iron plates, 400 rods, and 1,500 copper wire. And it's big. It is pretty big, chat. So not only are we going to need all the we're going to have to get together all those resources, which isn't going to be too complicated. We're also going to need a foundation for it. So this is as far as we go tonight, chat. But when we come back next Sunday, we are going to build a new base. We're going to build the space elevator. And we're going to start working on a semi-proper factory, I think. We'll have some other stuff to do. We're gonna do more exploring. We're gonna need more biomass to keep everything running while we expand our means. But yeah. I would say, chat, we are off to a really, really solid start. Are you on the equator? No, I'm just on this ridge here. Oh, for the space elevator? I mean, maybe. Maybe. So, yeah. Let us save. Oops, all equator. All right, so solid start, chat. We finished the tutorial and the subsequent tutorial. We unlocked everything. We basically unlocked everything up to the space elevator and the actual main thrust of the game. Thanks for stream. Be sure to tell day shift chat that we hate them. I'm not starting day streams yet. Day streams are not starting until June. My schedule is not changing until May 31st. So we have... Actually, let me see here. So we actually have 3 more nights of Satisfactory before my schedule changes. The 10th, the 17th, and the 24th. And judging by how tonight went, we will be able to accomplish a lot in that time. Past that, I'll be continuing Satisfactory during my day streams. So be prepared for that. Yeah, as far as the rest of the schedule, tomorrow night, which I guess is tonight, actually. It's May the 4th. We're going to be playing some one-off Star Wars game thing. I think you will be very pleased with it. I think you will enjoy it. From Tuesday, we'll be starting a look at the Rusty Lakes / Cube Escape series. That will be a democratic playthrough. So y'all want to show up and vote either way for that, both because you'll be able to determine how long our series look at it is, and also because you can win pieces of heart. Power Hours will return Thursday and Saturday, though I may steal one of those nights to do one final look at the Virtual Boy and properly send that thing off. And then Friday will be Indie Variety Night, because I always have too many indie games to play. So, yeah, let's see if anybody's up this late on a Sunday. Yes, actually. I'm going to send you over to Mary Ellen Katz. She is playing World of Horror, which is a game I really, really like and frankly have not spent enough time messing around with. So let's go hang out with her. So yeah. Anyway, gang, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thanks for joining me for the inaugural night of Satisfactory. We actually accomplished everything I hoped we would accomplish tonight. We got a nice starter base going, we finished the tutorial, and we finished the introductory tiers prior to the start of Project Assembly. So next week, we'll set up a more orderly and productive base. We'll get the space elevator built. We'll start working on Project Assembly, and it'll be off to the races from there. I'm very excited. But we also got plenty of things to do before then. So hopefully I will see you out tomorrow night for our May the 4th celebration. But until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.